Hello everybody, Alaska Fred here again. You know, this one just kind of came up on my brain here in the last couple days, so I've been going over a few things. But this earthquake we had up here in Alaska, 7.1 that hit here last week, last week, it got me to thinking what when people are doing prepping and whatnot for some kind of SHTF or some kind of crazy thing happening, I've noticed a lot of people, even on from some of the YouTube videos I've watched and whatnot, are planning for the end of the world. Not everybody that are doing this, but I've noticed some of them are doing, going for the end of the world. If the end of the world happens, I'll, blah, blah, whatever. Now, some of those people that just totally freak out and go for the end of the world are trying too hard, and they're going to fail, and eventually they're just going to burn themselves out, and they're not going to do any more prepping, which I don't understand. That's my opinion. Now, but as I was saying with this, with that 7.1 earthquake, and checking on my preps. Okay, I haven't been prepping very long. I should have been prepping for years, but I haven't been. But I'd say within the last year and a half, 2 years, I've been putting stuff away for just that in case possibility something happens where I am at. Personally, I don't care if the world falls apart. It's what happens right here. Okay? If the world falls apart and blows up, what good are all your preps? Okay? But I live in earthquake country, hence the 7.1 earthquake. But being the fact I live in earthquake country, I am prepping for a major earthquake that's going to knock out all or most of, knock out your power, knock out your gas. There's a lot of things it could do, which is what, I can prep for that. You prep water, you save water, you save food, and whatnot. There's a bunch of stuff to save, but just prepping for this earthquake to happen. Okay, see, not only do I have to worry about an earthquake hit, big earthquake hitting, there's a very good possibility of a tsunami following the earthquake. In 1964, I believe it was a 9.2, hit Alaska and shook for, I believe, I would have to check on this to be sure, but I believe for 7 minutes. So, you figure a 9.2 shaking for 7 minutes. Everything was shut down. I mean, shut everything down. And there were people that didn't survive it, not because of the earthquake or because of the typhoon, but because they didn't have any prep savings. But yeah. So my best statement for you is prep for your location. Just your location is what's key. If you live in tornado country, keep your prep set for a tornado. Hurricane season, same scenario, or hurricane area. If you're set with your area and something happens in the world, something happens, stock market crashes, and there's no sign of it coming back up at all forever or whatever, you may not have food, or you may not have good, comfortable living. but you'll have food in, food in your belly and water. Those, if you don't have food and you don't have water, it don't matter what else you have. I mean, you could have all the fancy gear in the world, but if you don't have food to eat that night because you didn't check on your preps and make certain everything was right, well, all the tools in the world aren't going to do you any good. Sure, you'll be able to go cut wood, make good fire and whatnot, but if you haven't got any food, you're miserable. If you don't have any water, 3 days you're dead. Maybe 4, max. But what you should do is check your preps for holes. See, that's one thing I did. I did this right after, within a day or two of the earthquake, I started going through my preps. I found holes. I thought I was, I know I'm not perfectly set. No, I'm nowhere near perfectly set, and there's still a lot of stuff I should be doing. But I found holes that I thought were filled. And the main big one that I thought was filled was my water collection. Now granted, even with my water collection as full as I thought it was not enough to sustain me and my 2 children. Drinking water, not soda, but drinking water. Last time I looked at my preps, I had enough drinking water to probably make it for about 15 days with me, my daughter, and my son. It's cool. After the earthquake, I checked. And my son, I still have to get him situated. If he's going to drink my water, go fill the water bottle back up. I don't care if the water gets drank. That's fine. Just finish. Because my water is stored in stuff like this, or Gatorade containers, or whatever. It's fine. Drink one of these full of water, and go into the kitchen, give it a quick rinse out, fill it back up, seal the lid, put it back on my shelf. Oh man, my water supply was gone because I hadn't paid attention to it. Okay, no big deal. Plus that I've kind of slacked off, but that's another point. But just look at your prep savings. Make certain your holes get filled and whatnot. And if you notice with your food that you're not circulating, you're not rotating your stock, if you're not eating it, you're better off either giving it away or eating it right away and whatnot. And always store what you eat what you store. Because otherwise you're going to end up with food you never eat. But still, you might also want to consider, depending on where you live and whatnot. It's like here in Alaska, in the past, I've considered getting my pilot's license. I do have some knowledge about how to fly a small Cessna. I can get it off the ground, and I can fly it in the air. Never tried landing one. But that's okay. I got the fundamentals down. Landing would be interesting, but I could probably figure it out. All else fails, I'll figure it out. If something came down to it, I could figure it out. But as I was saying, so that's my little statement. I mean, Off the top of my head, I'm having trouble thinking about what else to say. So, yep, check your preps for holes, get your holes filled, make certain you got plenty of water, and I'm not just meaning for drinking. You're gonna want to have some water set aside for bathing purposes as well. Because not everybody can be all nice and pretty clean all the time. But I got to catch that one. I know how to fix that because I've added this to my preps recently. Go to Walmart or any other one of these big box stores. It doesn't matter. Go to the baby aisle. The baby aisle. And get yourself a big package of baby wipes. Unscented. You get the unscented baby wipes. There's no difference between baby wipes and the more expensive wet wipes, except you get more baby wipes for less money than you do the wet wipes. Okay? Yes, and if it's good enough to clean a baby's butt, it's good enough to clean you. So, this is Alaska Fred. I'm going to sign out for now. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. You want to subscribe? Subscribe. You want to leave me a comment? Put it down below in the comment section. Be more than willing to read it, and will get back with you on it. So this is Alaska Fred signing off. You all have a good day.